Beloved Masters of Light, I come to you as Archangel Michael, bearing the sword of truth and the shield of divine protection, radiating the eternal flame of the Creator's will. I come to whisper into your heart, not merely to inspire you for a moment, but to remind you of the truth you have always carried deep within your soul. At this sacred turning of ages, you are asked to stand firm in who you are, to claim the sovereignty of your essence, and to embody the magnificence of your divine birthright. The winds of change swirl around you, carrying both turbulence and blessing, and yet within the very center of this shifting tide lies the unwavering truth: you are a luminous being of eternal light, and nothing can take away what is eternally yours in spirit. Many of you have felt the pull of doubt, the weight of uncertainty, and the pressure of a world that seems to be unraveling. The old structures are crumbling, the old voices of authority losing their grasp, and this may create feelings of disorientation. Yet I say to you, these outer signs are not evidence of your defeat, but of your rising. The old can no longer contain the immensity of who you are becoming. That which was built on fear, separation, and illusion is collapsing, and though it may appear chaotic, it is the very process of liberation. You are not here to be crushed beneath the collapse, you are here to stand as pillars of light in the midst of it, to show what it means to live in truth when all around you falsehood falls away. Standing firm in who you are does not mean resisting the winds of change, it means being anchored so deeply in the truth of your being that no storm can shake you from your core. Imagine yourself as a great tree whose roots extend deep into the heart of the earth, and whose branches rise toward the heavens. The storms may bend you, the rains may drench you, and the seasons may strip your leaves, but your essence remains unchanged. In the same way, your soul is eternal, rooted in divine love, and your human life is but the sacred flowering of that essence. To stand firm is to remember that the outer appearances do not define your worth, your purpose, or your destiny. For many lifetimes, you have been taught to seek validation from outside yourself. You have been told who to be, what to believe, and how to act in order to be acceptable. Yet now, you are called to strip away these false garments and stand in the naked brilliance of your soul's truth. It may feel vulnerable at first, for the ego has long clung to borrowed identities and protective masks. But beloved ones, there is no greater strength than the courage to be fully who you are. Your authentic vibration is your greatest protection, for when you radiate the truth of your being, you align with the frequency of the Creator, and no illusion can bind you. I ask you now to place your hand upon your heart and breathe deeply. Feel the eternal flame within you, the spark that has never been extinguished, no matter what trials you have endured. This flame is the presence of your divine self, the I Am that has traveled through galaxies and lifetimes, gathering wisdom, courage, and love. It is the same flame that burns in every soul, yet its expression through you is utterly unique. To stand firm in who you are is to honor this flame, to allow it to guide your thoughts, words, and actions, and to trust that it knows the path even when your mind does not. The path of standing firm will not always be free of challenge. In fact, you may be tested again and again, for the old energies will seek to lure you back into patterns of fear, doubt, and conformity. But every challenge is an invitation to deepen your alignment with truth. When criticism comes, you may choose love. When fear arises, you may choose trust. When old voices whisper that you are not enough, you may answer with the remembrance of your eternal worth. In this way, each test becomes a stepping stone, each trial an initiation into greater mastery. Beloved ones, do not mistake firmness for rigidity. To stand firm in who you are is not to close your heart or harden your mind, but to remain open while unshakable. It is to be like the mountain that welcomes both sun and storm, like the river that flows yet always knows its source. Flexibility and strength are not opposites but partners. When you trust your essence, you can bend with life without breaking, you can move with the currents without losing your center. This is the sacred dance of sovereignty. You are not alone in this journey. Around you now gather legions of angels, guides, and star kin, all celebrating your courage to incarnate at this time. We stand with you, surrounding you with light, empowering you to rise again each time you stumble. Call upon me, Archangel Michael, whenever you feel your strength waning, envision my sword of light cutting away cords of fear and illusion that seek to entangle you. Feel my shield of truth surrounding your heart, protecting your sacred flame as you walk in the world. You were never meant to carry this alone, you are part of a vast symphony of light working together to restore harmony to the earth. I remind you also that standing firm in who you are is not a solitary act, but a gift to the collective. Every time you choose truth over fear, you create a frequency that ripples outward, touching countless lives in ways you may never see. Every act of authenticity gives others permission to be themselves. Every moment of courage lights a path for those still lost in the shadows of doubt. You are not only liberating yourself, you are contributing to the great awakening of humanity. The earth herself is rising, shedding her old wounds, and reclaiming her radiant body of light. As she ascends, she calls upon her children to rise with her. She asks that you release what no longer serves, that you stand as guardians of her transformation, and that you embody the harmony she is reclaiming. By standing firm in your truth, you align with her rhythm, and together you create the new world, a world built not on fear and control, but on love, cooperation, and reverence for all life. Beloved hearts, I see your struggles, and I see your victories. I see the moments when you doubt, and the moments when you rise. And through it all, I see the radiant truth of who you are, eternal beings of light, courageous souls who have chosen to embody love in a world that has often forgotten it. You are stronger than you know, more radiant than you imagine, and more deeply loved than words can convey. Even when you cannot see the path ahead, know that you are guided. Even when you feel weary, know that your strength is being renewed. Take this moment now to breathe again into your heart. Feel the flame expanding, filling your body, your mind, your spirit with light. Allow it to dissolve the doubts, the fears, the old wounds that have kept you small. Stand tall within yourself, shoulders relaxed, heart open, spirit unbowed. This is who you are. Not the roles you play, not the masks you wear, but the luminous soul whose essence is eternal love. This is the self you are called to embody, the self you are asked to honor, the self you are invited to share with the world. In the days to come, when the noise of the world grows loud, return to this flame. Let it be your compass, your sanctuary, your source of strength. Trust that by standing firm in who you are, you will draw to you the people, opportunities, and blessings that resonate with your truth. Trust that you will be guided step by step, even when the way seems unclear. Trust that your very presence is a gift, and that being fully yourself is your greatest service to the world. I, Archangel Michael, pledge to walk beside you, to remind you of your courage when you forget, to lift you when you stumble, and to rejoice with you as you rise. Together, let us anchor the light of truth more deeply into this world. Together, let us create a reality where every soul is free to stand in the brilliance of who they are. Together, let us remember that love is the foundation, the purpose, and the destiny of all. Stand firm, beloved ones. Stand firm in the light of your essence. Stand firm in the love that created you. Stand firm in the truth that sets you free. And as you do, the world will be transformed not by force, but by the radiant power of authenticity, courage, and love. And so it is, beloved masters. You are cherished beyond measure, celebrated beyond words, and supported beyond comprehension. Walk forward in strength, shine in the fullness of who you are, and know that you are forever embraced in the eternal love of the Creator. I am Archangel Michael, and I stand with you, now and always.